Now for the 8th part of this lecture, I am going to tell you the conditional loops, if loop and for loop. Okay, first of all, the for loop. For I in sequence 1 to, suppose I am taking 6. It means I is taking the 6 values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and braces start. The body of for loop and if loop both are written within the pair of braces. So if we are starting a brace, we have to end it with a brace also. Okay, now let's write if loop. If I is less than 4, then print I cube, right? See this I loop, the body is started and finished, then else, started, print I square, finished, and again body of for loop has to be ended. Okay, now select and run. Now see how many values for I? 6 values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are 6 results for I in sequence 1 to 6. First of all, this is a rule of for loop. I is running from 1 to 6. So I is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now there comes the if loop. If I is less than 4, it means I is equal to 1, 2 and 3. We have to print I cube. So this is 1 cube, 2 cube and 3 cube. Now else means when I is greater than or equal to 4, means I is equal to 4, I is equal to 5, I is equal to 6. Then we have to print I square. So 4 square, 5 square and 6 square. So this is a very simple example of for loop and if loop. Alright, for I in sequence 1 to 6. Okay, now I'll give you one more example. Suppose I is equal to 2 and j is equal to 8. Okay, then I'm taking if loop. If I plus j is greater than 10. If I'm testing, the body of if loop is started, then print I plus j. Okay, body of if loop is ended, else started, body of else is started, print within quotes I am printing false. Okay, then body is finished of else loop. Okay, see if some value I have given to I and j. So condition, if I plus j is 10, then print I plus j. Else means when this condition is not true, I plus j is not greater than 10, then print false. Okay, then let's select it and run it. See, false, because I plus j is not greater than 10. It is 10 actually. Okay, again let me check it. Suppose now run it for j is equal to 9. Okay, let's see. See, now the value is I plus j because I plus j greater than 10. Actually 2 plus 9 is greater than 10. So it is executing this command, print I plus j. It is printing I plus j as 2 plus 9 is 11. So this is the simple execution of if loop. Okay. Now I'll tell you the role of function. Okay. Suppose function, we will write simply function and I am giving the function name as any function name you can give. I am giving my square mysqr is equal to, okay, function, this is function of x. Okay, and I have started the body with a brace. if x greater than 0, okay, then return x square. All right, then body is finished and start else. Body of else is started, okay, and else is print false. This is finished, and this function braces has to be finished, otherwise it will give you the error. Okay, see, no error, but we have to compute. Okay, so how do we compute? This is a function we have made. We will take some value of x and we will find out the value. How? The function name is mysqr. And suppose we check at x is equal to 2. So see, this x greater than 0. Yes, 2 is greater than 0. So it is returning 2 square, that is 4. Okay, once more. mysqr. Suppose let me take 0.5. Okay, and it is also greater than 0, so it is giving the square value. Okay, now if it is less than 0, then see, false. So that is the role of function. This is, I made a function of x, and here it is if loop. Both are these if loops, and this is for loop, right? And this way you can form so many functions, and if loop, for loop you can create in this way.